What's up, everybody? Welcome back to New Therapy. Just grieving at the moment, and I thought I'll make this video based on grief. I just wanted to share and express my love to my cousins Mohenoa and Unganafa Tapa in Sydney, Australia. I love you guys, man. You know, my cousins, Ngafa and Noah, they mean so much to me. They lost their mother recently. And today, the sun's out, the sun's shining. But they will be burying their mom in Australia today in Sydney. And yeah, man, condolences to you guys. Sorry I couldn't be able to be there, but I love you guys so much. I know your mom is very proud of you. And just to let you know, that even though I'm not there, there's a lot of family that came through from overseas and across the world to be there with you guys. Apologies, I couldn't make it. But at the same time, no. And you know, we grieve too late. And we feel the loss too. So from my family to your family and Noah's future family, we love you guys very much. But in this grief, you know, when people grieve, they grieve because, not just because you lost a person and that was significant in your life or somebody that's very close to you. Also grieve over other things also, like loss of job, loss of a pet, loss of relationship or relationship ending. Many things can cause a person to grieve, but this particular one right here hits home hard. So when we grieve, there's a grieving process, eh? And that grieving process has 5 different stages. The first stage is denial, and that's where I'm at. I can't believe that my auntie's passed. When I was in Sydney for that short time, she was my mom over there. And, you know, I felt loved by her. And, you know, I know all the family, all the cousins, and everybody that goes to Australia from New Zealand. We all feel the motherly love from her too. In Sydney. You know, if we go to these other places like Adelaide or Canberra, which I've never been to, we got aunties there, Vanua and Lupelahi. They would love us like we're their own children also. And that's why it's hard for me to believe that, you know, Auntie Kafuatu's passed away. And that's the denial stage, eh? But through the grieving process, we'll go from denial, the other stages there, angry. You know, there's some anger there. And the anger can stem from so many different situations. Maybe some unresolved issues. Angry at certain people that were involved or that were in the scene at the time. Maybe angry at yourself for many reasons. But you'll go through a phase of being angry. There's another stage in there called bargaining, where you start to weigh things out with yourself. You start to have thoughts like, I don't want to feel like this anymore. These are the things that happen, but how can I make it better? I'm feeling so sad right now. What do I want to do? I'm really angry at this person. I think I should forgive them. And that's the bargaining phase, eh? And you go through these bargaining with yourself, what you want to make things better. There's also another phase in there called depression. Maybe after everything's happened, I just remember when my father passed away, I wasn't really able to do a lot of the grieving until afterwards. But after the whole funeral, after the burial, after the family left, after the family went back and the friends went back home and everything, I went through a phase of depression, you know? And that phase of depression was just not wanting to get out of bed sometimes, having a low mood, realizing, that my dad had actually gone, no longer around anymore. But the most important part of this whole grieving process is the last phase of acceptance. You gotta accept that your loved one has passed away, that they're not gonna be there anymore. You have to accept that you don't have the ability to change things or bring anyone back to life. And you have to accept that life goes on, man. And through this process, you're gonna be okay. But when we grieve for a duration. The grief is not going to be ongoing. But it's understanding that grief and understanding the process that things can get better, eh? So the grief process, there's an acronym for that, and it's called DAPTA. The denial, the anger, the bargaining, the depression, and the acceptance. Grieving is actually a natural way of us dealing with loss. And if we're not aware of the grieving process, if we're not aware of what we're doing or what we're going through the grief process, sometimes we may be in a position to not make the best decisions or make the best choices or make any rash decisions that will benefit you, your family, everybody around you. And grieving is a healthier way of dealing with loss too. It's not good to hold things in. And even though this video ain't long, yeah, man, just wanted to express my love to my family in Sydney and all my family. They have lost loved ones. Yeah. Look after yourself, everyone. Be aware of the grief process. Know that you go through these phases of denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and acceptance. By going through this, is a central part of moving forward in life. And also know that if you lost a mom or dad, you may be a mom or dad yourself. But if you lost a mom or dad, just know that your mom and dad, they just want you to live a good life, eh? Because that's how I would be. If I passed away and we didn't know what happens after this life, if I'm going to be able to watch my kids or my grandchildren grow up, yeah, even after I pass on, that's one thing I'd like to see, is that they're happy, yeah? Not sad, but they're doing well and they're living good lives, even though I'm not here. And I know it is what my dad wants for me, that I've lost my dad. That's why I decided to do a lot of work on myself and step up the game and live a better life. So yeah, guys, just to let you guys know, the brother's grieving today. I lost my auntie. And I grieve from a distance, but I grieve together. All love to the family. All love to the families out there who have lost loved ones. And all love to my friends who have lost loved ones too. Grieve today with the intention of knowing things can get better. And these are the moments where it's okay not to be okay. At the same time, it's better to get yourself better. Love you Nafa, love you Mohe Noah, love you Disney and the grandchildren. Love to the family that made it over there. I know I haven't been around much, but regardless of whatever happens, regardless of everything that's going down, I love you guys. And I agree with you. Off